Today is June 15, 2026. I'll be going over yesterday's price action, technically today, whenever you're watching this. Cause I literally had work. I literally had work and did not have time to make a recap. So I'm gonna make this one and then I'll make today's recap. But yesterday was a no trade day for me. There was like one trade. Actually, no, it was a break even day. I took one trade. It was a break even. I remember. Uh, it would have been a loss day, to be honest. I would have taken this one trade that looked super good, but I just missed the setup. But today's bias was a little neutral for me. Um, the main reason why is we had a 4 hour right here, a 4 hour gap right here, and we were inside a 4 hour fair value gap right here, and we had a bunch of 1 hours. So either we would either get a short. What I really wanted was either price action or NQ to either go lower and then we can make it take a long or maybe get a short setup to this 4 hour fair value gap. Because if you look at the low time frame, just look at this LR leading up to this 4 hour gap, super clean, um, and that's what you like to see, and it makes it a A plus DOL with the LR leading up to this 4 hour gap. Um, but yeah, I would either want to see us either bounce off this 1 hour right here or this huge 4 hour we're in right now, either of it, either that. So we have both 1 hours right here, and then we're inside of 4 hours. So that's what I wanted off my could open some type of short. I was willing to take any short that would present itself if it was good enough in A plus quality. So what do we end up doing? We immediately go higher, manipulate into these 1 hour gaps. Now we're in a 1 hour gap, freshly unmitigated 1 hour gap. We create a stop hunt and manipulate into the more discounted 1 hour gap right here. So at this point, I ended up taking a position lower. Both assets are in a spotted distribution at this point in time. There was a 30-second for gap right here. So I just wanted this to get closed so I can take a short to all this low resistance liquidity. There's also a 15-minute gap here as a mech we could have used. So boom, immediately we get this 30. Oh, nope. Yeah, right here I think. Yeah, right here we get good displacement with this 30-second gap. I put my stop loss around here. I did not want to see price return to any like around here. I mean my around this little high right here, because there's no point of putting all the way down up here. If we return to this, most likely my stop loss is gonna get ran. So I just put my stop like around here, around this high. Because we got what would we have defending? We have this order block right here, and then we have a clear target below. And yeah, I was really just targeting this 930 wick inside of I think it was inside of 15 minute at this point, but I was just really targeting this 930 wick because 930 wicks are a good liquidity pool right here, because a lot of resting orders are below this 930 wick. So yeah, 930 wick. I was just targeting 930 wick, and my break even point was the swing low, because most of the time I don't go break even. I just like a mechanical break even at a swing low, but I decided to do it for this trade because this was actually a 5 minute gap on ES and NQ. So this was a 5 minute gap right here. So ended up taking this trade. Immediately hit. Um, so now we hit this 30 minute. I'm 30 minute. This 30-second gap. Respect it and then go to this 5 minute gap right here. Oh my god. Yeah, but I immediately get break even. Here right there. Immediately get break even. But look, we hit this 30-second gap right here. You close below it. Tap this. Tap this 5 minute, and immediately I get break even. So I immediately got break even. I think it was a good play overall. It's just like the only thing I'll say that is not like ideal for this trade is we're super bullish. Like we're really dumping. I mean, pumping up, and I mean there was really nothing here, right? We're really pumping up. There's nothing here. What did I say? Yeah. So yeah, we're just bullish at this point in time. Like we're like clearly bullish. Um, but you just gotta look at like liquidity. Look how much LR we have to the left of us, how much liquidity we leave, and what's above us. Not really a lot. So I wanted some type of retracement. So I was trying to take like the retracement here, and yeah, I immediately get break even. I say it was a decent play though. The only thing is there's not really LR leading up to this 930 wick. But if you just look at the high time frame, a bunch of LR and just like a bunch of liquidity lower. So and we hit two unmitigated 1 hour gaps. So I feel like it was a decent play. Immediately got break even, which saved me from a loss. Again, good break even. You saved me from a loss. And at this point, I'm like, all right, bro, we're not retracing lower. Um, we're not really retracing lower. So I want to see some type of 15-minute gap get formed, and so we can, so I can take a long off it. Because at this point, we're really literally just ripping up. Um, so yeah, so I'm just waiting. At this point, I'm just waiting for a 15-minute gap to open. We just keep ripping up, giving us no bearish lines here. At this point, you should be super, super long buys because what we're just ripping up. Like there's no point trying to catch some type of reversal here unless we hit like some huge gap, right? And the next liquidity pool is this right here. So you just gotta wait. At this point, you just gotta wait for a 15-minute gap and structure to form to take along. So eventually we did open up this 15-minute gap right here. Um, and I'm this at this point I'm super like I'm super convicted that we wanna go we wanna tap this and go higher. Um, Immediately we get this 1 minute inversion. Uh, this is a fade. This is an avoidable loss right here. Why? Because if ES at this point in time, ES is nowhere near um okay, yeah. At this point in time, ES is nowhere near this 15-minute gap. As you can see, we have a 5 minute, but what happened to the 5 minute? We inverse this 5 minute. Also, what is this 5 minute? Oh, insignificant. This is not a high time frame fair value gap. We gotta wait for the high time frame fair value gap, which is this 15-minute gap here. Um, so yeah, if you took that 1 minute, and even if you took this 1 minute, it goes invalid because what we're in the 2 minute. What we're in the 3 minute. It's not even the highest time frame of the leg. Um, I think the highest time frame was this 4 minute right here. You made a 4 minute, so yeah, you have to wait for this 4 minute to get inversed. Because it's the highest time frame of the leg. See, this whole leg, there's a 4 minute right there. So yeah, this trade goes invalid because of that, and also you just look at ES. ES is nowhere near this 15 minutes, so I'm just waiting for ES to hit this 15 minute. What did we do? We get an instant resweep right here. You get a resweep. Both assets are in the spotted distribution. ES is actually in this 15-minute gap and taps this 15-minute gap at this point. So I'm just waiting. So yeah, I'm just waiting for so boom. Now we got that stop hunt inside our we get that stop hunt to be in what was my bad. We get that stop hunt. Look, we get that stop hunt right here. Sweep this low inside a 15-minute gap. At this point, I am looking for a long here. Both assets are in a point of distribution. And what did we get? What did wait hold on. What oh shit. What do we get? We get a 15-minute we get a 15-second inversion. I usually only take 15 seconds if there's no 30-second. If there was a 30-second here, I would have smacked this. There wasn't a 30 seconds, so I look at the 15-second time frame, and there was a 15-second right here. So that's the only times I take 15 seconds is if there's no 30-second, and I'm super convicted. I was super convicted here. Look at the high time frame. I mean, just look and zoom out. We have a bunch of LR. We're super bullish at this point in time. We're just like super long bias. And yeah, there was a 15-second here, and I end up missing the trade. I end up missing this trade actually. I was so close, like literally, I saw it play, um, and I was literally about to enter the trade, but I missed the entry. I literally missed my entry. because I was still trying to do my contract sizing. I was trying to make sure I had the right contracts, trying to put my risk on. And as soon as I was trying to like calculate and fucking do it, the move already happened, the inversion already happened, and then we tapped like a new 15-minute, 15-second gap or whatever. And so at that point, I couldn't enter the trade. So I was just late to the move. I saw this happening. I was about to enter, and then it just goes, and I just didn't have time to I just didn't react in time. But this is the trade I would have definitely taken if I reacted in time, because what, we have a bunch of LR. The only thing that is wrong or like not good for this trade is 10:15 is opening as soon as you enter. So 10:15, which is a PO3 high time frame candle, which is a 15-minute candle, is opening as soon as you enter. So PO3 could have 10:15 has the possibility to remanipulate and stop you out. But to me, it's completely voided because at this point, both assets are in the spot distribution. Both assets already swept out and hit a 15-minute gap. So there's really no point for 10:15 to remanipulate lower to stop you out. There's no point. There's no new liquidity here. There's nothing here opening at your stop loss. So to me, like it's a really good trade. And then I'll say it's a stick of loss, to be honest. Like I would have definitely taken this. I would have been happy with my loss. Um, Ended up just missing the trade. Really unfortunate. I would have definitely taken this loss. I would have been really happy with it too. I would have been happy with the loss. I'm not really happy because nobody likes losing, but I would have been happy with the loss, right? This immediately goes to stop loss. Not immediately, but we just chop around again, generating more liquidity. So at this point, yeah, you get stopped out right here, and then we get this 1 minute inversion. Reason for not taking this was mainly because after seeing this 15-second fail, and yeah, after seeing this 15-second fail, I was just getting less convicted in trading. I thought we were gonna just accumulate the whole way. Like, look at this. Now we're just accumulating, right? This does not look good. This is not good price action right here. We're just literally accumulating and chopping sideways. That's the reason why I ended up just fading this. And also, what is you're entering at 9:30. The reason why I voted this one is because there's no new liquidity at your stop loss. But with this one, as soon as 10:30 opens, what is at your stop loss? A 30-minute gap. That's a 30-minute gap at your stop loss. So at this point, I saw this 1 minute play, and I'm like, yo, like why we're accumulating? We're accumulating here. Why did this 15-second fail? Literally, the only difference between this trade and this trade is literally we have an SMT. That's the only thing. We have an SMT now with this 15-minute, 80-minute low. And that's really it. And then that's why I faded it. I just didn't like structure. I didn't like how we were accumulating for basically 30 minutes. 20 minutes. And I just didn't like you're entering at 10:30, and then there's a 30-minute gap at your stop loss. Some people took it due to like, I don't know, maybe they were more convicted here and they saw the SMT. We had the 1 minute inversion. If you took it with the CIZ too, there was also a CIZ right here, and this ended up playing for a 101. If you hold it, you hold it. Yeah, I can't talk. If you hold it this trade all the way to up here, you would have got stopped out at break even, which is super unfortunate. But yeah, just I don't know. I just did not like this trade because after seeing this 15-second fail, which I thought was way better than this 1 minute, um, why would I take this trade? And at this point, like, you were just so choppy, gang. And yeah, at this point, I just got off. Around here, I just got off. I said, okay, I basically took a loss. Well, in my head, it's basically a loss because I would have definitely smacked this 15-second. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm so for real. If I didn't had an issue with my risk, if I like was in time, I would have entered this and I would have been happy with my loss. And yeah, that's really it. I only ended up taking one trade, which was a break-even trade right here, to the 9:30 wick. But I'm happy with this. And yeah, that's really it today. Just very odd day. There's only one trade I'll say was okay, because what do we have, a 30-minute open at your stop loss. So yeah, that's really it for today. I think it was 9 out of 10. No, 9 out of 30. So I did follow my rules today. did take him a trade. I just missed one trade, which, you know, should have been a loss. So, bye.